Hello and welcome to Haywire Gamers. It's Jonathan here for a very quick wee video. It's a little hype video for the remake for Masters of Orion. I love Masters of Orion, especially Masters of Orion 2. That's that game I put countless hours into, to the point that you could create ships that were indestructible, and your one ship could take out entire enemy fleets because you would put a time warp facilitator on it and a phasing cloak, giving you 2 turns and invisibility. So you'd come invisible, you'd open fire for 1 turn, your second turn you'd go invisible again, and guess what? No one can shoot you. Yes, exploits. I don't think you can do that in this game so far because I haven't seen a phasing cloak anywhere or a time warp facilitator, but yeah, I just wanted to sort of show this off a wee bit. I'm not really going into the actual game or anything. It's early access at the moment, as you can see, as it says up here. Thanks for participation in the early access. At the minute, it's good. You've got locked difficulty at average, and I always used to play it on like impossible difficulty, top difficulty, just because I played it so much. So I mean, it isn't too much of a trouble at the moment. GNN can be a bit annoying. Just the sound of the robots, their voices, they're just clunky, sort of I am a robot voice at times. Bit annoying. Tactical combat so far isn't turn-based, but it's nice looking. Standard controls around everything. Yes, indeed. Most important thing though is setting up a game, and that's what I wanted to really show off today.
Hailing from the cloudy planet Altair, the proud Alkari are an old race of avian hominids. Although well known for their peaceful disposition, they are fierce in combat, and will rarely back out of a fight if they believe they have just cause. The Skylord rules over the flock uncontested. He is the de facto commander of all Alkari fleets, crewed by highly skilled and disciplined soldiers. Their pilots are among the finest in the galaxy. Alkari religion permeates every aspect of their culture, and their zeal can oftentimes be confused with fanaticism. They believe the god of sky created the Alkari to gaze over every horizon, and have been driven into space to fulfill that calling.
There we go. So, you will notice that if you're comparing this to Masters of Orion 2, you're short a couple of races. You're getting up in the 10 races there, which means you're missing the Trilarians. They were like the sort of the ethereal sort of being ones. You're missing the little Noloms who literally were like gnome Ferengi goblin things. They like being Ferengi, they like their money. And you're also missing the Ilarians, like the sort of warrior woman one. So bit sad that I'm missing those. As you can see, you got the Clacons, Darlocks, the Meklar, and Silcoids are coming soon, as well as custom races. Do not know what custom races will do. Do not know. At the minute, it seems like there's a lot less here than you used to get. I'm also, I think I'll show the other races.
The harsh Ursa system is home to the Bulrathi, a ferocious warrior race committed to the preservation of nature. Fearless and brutal in combat, they rely on their strength to overcome opponents, while their heavily armored fleets withstand wave after wave of enemy attacks. Fiercely territorial, they are usually reluctant to strike the first blow, but they will go toe-to-toe with anyone who wanders into their domain. Their rich spiritual life revolves around the Hag, an elder who speaks for nature itself. It was the will of the Hag that pushed the Bulrathi into space, as they sought to place the entire galaxy under their protection by any means necessary.
Bum bum bum. As if you'd ever trust somebody who's led by the Hag. Good old Bulrathi. My favourite here, the merchants. We'll save them for last week.
After ages of internal conflict, and faced with dwindling natural resources on their home planet of Earth, humanity finally came together to form a consolidated government, replacing the many nations once dotting its political landscape. This new government brought unification, eroding long-held distinctions based on race, color, creed, and gender. Humanity thrived and at long last reached for the stars. Now, out of the Sol system, the human republic arises.
Do you know the most awesome thing about that is? I'm almost certain that's John Delancey voicing him. I haven't looked up to see who the voice actors are, and I've heard, like, you know, oh, they're being voiced by such and such, this, that, and the other. I never actually read it. I was just knew that, they had some good guys out there. So you're literally being led by Q here. They should have said Q. God, no, let's hope it's not Alexander Rashenko if it's a Star Trek thing. Could you imagine if he was leading you? Terrible, terrible. Oh, so was Alexander, as useless as he was. He did sort of redeem himself in Deep Space Nine, I suppose. Hey, random
Under
tangent.
the supervision of the controller at Mentar, a sprawling network of Cylon communities comprise the Quanta. Devoted to the unraveling of the mysteries of the universe, each quantum investigates independently in order to contribute to the knowledge of the whole. The Cylon are a peaceful race and only keep fleets of highly advanced warships as defensive measures. Brilliant researchers, they are often ahead in the technological race, yet seldom seem to take advantage of their superiority. Instead, they prefer to trade for new discoveries while shielding themselves from the rest of the galaxy in order to continue investigating in peace.
I can tell you that's kind of true, because anytime I've unlocked, and I've played through 1.5 games so far, and in all my games, the Cylons have constantly turned around as soon as I've discovered technology going, can I buy this from you? None of the other races so far have done that, so these descriptions are pretty representative so far of what the
primal in their
like.
ways. The cold-blooded Sakra from the planet Sla seem uncouth and unenlightened to many of the other races. However, their hulking forms and rustic rituals belie an enduring memory that has helped them reach the stars. They are lorded over by the hierarch, a long-lived progenitor, and in a very literal sense, the father to much of the brood. His main concern is for his offspring, whether acquiring colonies for them to reproduce or securing the resources necessary for their survival. It follows that the hierarch adopts a familiar and fatherly tone towards those he regards as allies. To the Sakra, everyone is either part of the family or a hated enemy.
Bum bum bum. Right, my favorites.
The blazing savannas of Fieras gave rise to the ruthless warriors known as the Mershan. But their hot temper almost proved to be their undoing. After years on the brink of civil war, the Mershan Empress now rules over her pride without question. Mershans are willful and independent, and their long history as hunters has shaped their culture fittingly. They see themselves as the peak of predators, and any other life form who crosses their path is regarded as fair game. They often strike out against even their closest allies just for the sport of battle. They are easily offended and will pursue relentlessly anyone they feel has slighted them, heedless of the consequences.
Totally awesome. So there we go. I do must say one thing, you can see how the character designs have changed. If I keep doing this, actually, I was going to think, if I keep clicking between the portraits, they're going to keep talking over this. The character designs have very much changed over what they previously were. I mean, the Merchants used to have a male guy who was pretty ripped and buffed, and they looked more tiger-like, I would say, lion-like almost. Whereas these are obviously more cat-like, at least from seeing her that they are. Humans are pretty much humans. The Sakra guy, he looks like, they think they used to be purple, didn't they? And they look to be more like dinosaur-like, whereas this guy looks a bit more like a Krogan / Gorn. The Cylons now have a couple of extra arms, but and he's maybe a bit willowier than he was before. The Alkari looked more like a Pteranodon than a bird, so he definitely looks more like bird-like. The Bulrathi guy, yeah, he looks like he's actually got fur now. I think the Bulrathi guy before looked like he was like a bulldog or something, where he looks more like a bird eye, so... You know, that's the things. It's good. Remember, early access, things are changing and things are adding. There we go. 2 choices of spiral and of circle. Galaxy size all the way small up to large. Galaxy age, you can again choose young, average, and old. Difficulty is locked at average at the moment. You can only get up to 5 players because there is only 5. Interesting enough, it looks like you can only have 7 at max. Well, 8, sorry, at max, which would be a bit of a disappointment because it means you can't have all the races because there's 10. Hopefully that's something that they change. Maybe they'll add the huge sort of galaxy side in as well, and you can do that. You can seed the world as well to it. Advanced options, you can get the random events on. Get away. You can get random events on. Pixelated ships is something that you can do, but you have to register your account. Pirates can attack, monsters are about, racial traits, you got balanced starting conditions, and you can have an excellent or diplomatic victory. Something I don't see, which I loved in Move 2, and I don't know if it'll be added or not, is when you could pick your starting conditions. You could either start a pre-warp, just about to head out, standard, or advanced, and you always usually start with like an extra quality or something like that, and a few extra techs. At any rate, I'm enjoying the game. I'm definitely enjoying the game. I'm playing through my second playthrough at the minute. I will finish that up, and I probably won't play it again until the extra races are added, or until it releases. But yeah, it's fun. It's definitely a lot simplified and streamlined over what it was. I shall show you my current game very, very briefly, just to give you an idea of what it looks like as well. I say loading times in the maps and all aren't too bad. So there we go. This is the current galaxy. I mean, you can find this pretty quickly with sharing maps. Something that is different, which I've noticed, is that you no longer have fuel cells. Your guys can go as far as they like. Sort of missed that. I missed fuel cells and being limited to I can only go to here, so it means I have to colonize. Like say, I can only go to here, so I need to colonize one of those planets, so I can colonize somewhere further on. At the moment, yes, there are space monsters in it. There was a giant space worm in there, which we destroyed with a couple of destroyers. The Guardian is definitely in Orion, but we haven't went over there yet to see him. I fought him, as I say, because I completed my last game. You can build planetoids. You can change your gas giants into planetoid, asteroids into planetoids. This time neither actually done by, if I can find them, where are my space factories? There's a little dude here, space factory that you build and floats around. That's nice, because it used to be that you would have systems like this with just an asteroid in it and you couldn't do anything on it. Now he can actually go turn that into planetoid and you can colonize it. So that's kind of cool. You don't have to have a normal planet in the system to start with. Tech trees. First of all, I'll show you some of the overviews and things as well here before we stop. I mean, it's pretty simple to navigate around. Everything's nice and streamlined.
The bride's claws are sharpening, Highness.
There's our handmaiden telling us how our stuff's going. This is your tech tree. Nothing like the originals. The tech tree in this is very much, hey, you guys play Civilization. You know, that's what that is. You used to be able to get like propulsion technology, weapon technology, and you would just go up weapons tree, nothing else. Now you sort of need to go up everything to get it. Like, I mean, you can obviously see where the branches cut off here. So you can narrow it down to maybe go to one area and avoid others, but eventually you're going to have everything. You can't really focus too much on one tech and push it ahead of everything else. Diplomacy. Here's everybody else. One person we have not met yet will be the humans. I'll give you an idea of one thing that I think could change on this.
Welcome back, stranger. How may I be of service?
It's not an annoying thing. It's a slight annoyance. It's not a problem though.
I listen.
So say we're going to do share charts, and we're like, what would make this work? Oh, I give him 10 credits and he'll share charts.
Equitable arrangement.
That's fine. I'll say goodbye, and we'll go straight to ask somebody else.
Farewell, stranger.
See you later. Oh, we're back to that menu, so we need to have to go back into diplomacy again to click on someone. I'd like it if whenever you went out of diplomacy with one person, it brought you back to the diplomacy screen, so you could just, you know, click on the next person you want to do diplomacy with. It's very rare that I would find you'd go in to just do diplomacy with one person and then leave. But hey, it's a wee small thing that I think could be updated and changed. Path to victory, it sort of shows you how everybody's going. As you see, this is for your council. No one has voted on anything yet. Excellence victory, apparently I'm second. My military power's got a bit weaker. I used to be top on military power, now the Sakura are like freaking annihilating and dominating everything. I'll need to build some more ships soon. They'll carry don't like me. They didn't like me in the first game I played. They don't like me in this game. I don't know why. They just don't like me. Planets, you can get a whole list of planets that you know of. You can check by specials on it. Whatever you have. You know, you want to find out where something is. There you go. We have, finally, our fleets set up there. And the important one, ship design. Cruiser. I'll give you an idea of how to design a ship. So, you can turn it around and be like, that's kind of nice. You cannot change the colours, at least not yet. They might add it. It's something that might add. But at the moment, this is what the merchants have. The only options I have on that there is, can I do a base cruiser, or I can do the alternate cruiser. And I can do a different theme on it. Where you're like, there you go. That's it. your theme. Core systems. So this is where you used to get different things and change it. So you can change your armor, your shielding, your computer, what drive it has. Specials. Specials, these used to be things that you could just add into your ship without any issue at all. You just put them on your ship and you had them. So battle pods, it's a no-brainer. You take your battle pods, it gives you more space in your ship to have a lot more things on it. So I don't know, say you want a displacement drive on, say you want anti-missile rockets on that. Instead of building them in part of the build of the ship, they now come in as a special slot, so you only have so many specials per ship. I think you can get up to 8 on a Doomstar, 6 on like a battleship or Titan or something like that. I think it's only got like 1 or 2 on a frigate. So there you go. You can add your specials. They do take up mass though on your ship, so you might not want to take them all. Obviously, we've got space here, so you can have weapons. With nuclear bombs, we'll go into the blasters. I'm not going to change everything. You can change what arc they go on, but here's the interesting thing: it's like total cost, right? And space used. What's them? Yeah. This can now shoot any direction it likes. It doesn't take up more space to shoot anywhere it likes, though. So there's no drawback to making your weapon fire at every arc. That should cost more, really, in my opinion, because there's no reason it shouldn't. Yeah, how much production cost it costs to add them onto it, fine and all. It shows the DPS. That's nice. There's a thing, though. This definitely needs to be changed. Whereas if I turned around and give it continuous fire, or one of these modifiers, it makes it heavier. But to make it fire everywhere, I'd much rather it be you fire forward, you fire at any one of those arcs, that's fine. But if you make it fire all directions, you know, you're maybe doubling the cost. Right. These are the weapons that are unlocked currently. There's a lot more in this. A lot more weapons in this, obviously. If I had loaded into my main game, you'd have seen, but things will probably change. You never know. You got your missile weapons. You've got your torpedo-type weapons, which I haven't actually used. I know that they... Oh, no, it's striking the target instantly. That's okay, then. Yeah. So that's your 3 basic weapon types. You're going to have projectile... Well, 4 weapon types I should really say, shouldn't I? Because you've got your projectile torpedo weapons. You've got your missiles. You've got your laser-based weapons, so the like of lasers, fusion blasters, neutron blasters, all the way up to death rays, and then you've got your mass drivers going up to Gauss weaponry. So, do you want to go kinetic damage, or do you want to go energy damage? That's it, really. There's not much more I want to show you. Should I show you very, very quickly the previous game I had, and what was going on in it? I think I should. Main menu, please. Yes. I'll show you very quickly, just to give you an idea of it with everything unlocked before we stop this video. But like I say, it's a quick look at the early access of it. I'm not showing the space combat or anything on it. If I had somebody nearby that I could show the space combat on it, I would. Where are we? Well, here's 288 turns in, so this would be pretty far on in my... The Merchants are victorious. They're at 350 turns, so you know I'm pretty far on in this. Have we got a fleet anywhere? Have I got a fleet anywhere that I can attack somebody with? Where are my ships? I don't even think I have that large a fleet. Where are my ships? Any ships anywhere? Anywhere? Where are my ships? Help if I just did this, wouldn't it? There we go. We've got some cruisers sitting here. Bet I don't have anything bigger, but I don't. There's an Alkari fleet. I'm going to run very, very quickly towards that Alkari fleet. I'll show you now what the tech tree looks like, as I say, whenever it's all filled in and everything as well. So like I say, you can work your way rightly up here. I mean, there's where I am at the moment. I've got plasma weaponry. Anything you see with these here with a wee dividing line between it means you can only pick one of them. So I could have either picked a plasma cannon, plasma rifle, or a plasma torpedo. Anything like this without the line between them means you get both the techs. So you get all those techs, but it's like that there. I can either have deep core mining or core waste dump. Which one do you want? Eventually get on up there. Right. How many turns is it going to take us to fly around here and kill everybody? Not that many, I hope. Not many at all. Great. We're going to go up here and do a fight just with the Alkari, just for the sake of showing you a fight. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. A couple of turns. We can scoot through it pretty quickly. Hopefully somebody will attack us and we'll do it. Production. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just do a random build just to make everything shut up. Who are you doing it? You can sleep. We don't need you to do anything. We just want our cruisers to go and fight everything. I have a funny feeling I'm building a Titan at the minute. I know I was building Titans. Possibly they're just not built yet. Could I buy a Titan? No, there's no way. Yeah, 22 turns for that Titan. Means the brother one here too. 18 turns. Yeah, I could show you Titans, and I know I actually ended up having so much money at one point. I bought Doomstar. I haven't even unlocked it yet in this though. Doomstars are fun. Although my Doomstar got blown up. It had a massive amount of weaponry and everything on it, and I was like, I'm going to send that against the Sacra fleet. I mean, it's twice as powerful as their whole fleet, but the problem was it couldn't fire enough, do enough damage AoE to all of their ships and got worn down and killed. Like, I destroyed maybe 2/3 of their fleet, but I lost my Doomstar. Very sad moment. Another colony ship. You can as well sleep, because we're not colonizing at the moment. This victory for me ended up being a diplomatic victory, where I ended up ruling the council just because I had so much more population than everybody else. So I ended up we were just ruling by default. The only thing disappointing with that there was that I couldn't actually continue the game afterwards. It was just like, no, sorry, you already ruled the galaxy. No point you doing anything else. Come on, guys. Just a couple more turns here. Oh, see. I will point out an interesting bug as well. Do you see how I've been able to queue these up? In the current game I'm doing, I cannot queue anything up. It won't let me. Every time I queue something up, it just replaces it. Don't know why. But that's a wee bug that's come across. As I say, it's early access. I would not hold that against it. So you can see yourself looking at this here. It's pretty streamlined. You're going around the map and everything. It's nice. Rather than being able to go from anywhere in range, you now have waypoint, you know, jump points basically between systems. I don't mind that. I don't mind that one bit. So that's fine. There's another colony ship because I was the master colonizer at this point. I was really concerned that the Sacra were just going to win because of population boost and things. So I was like, I'm colonizing everything. I'm building my population up. And I ended up winning due to that. Is our fleet ready? Oh, the poor Mentar are in trouble. Yeah, the Sacra are trying to kill them. Right, where's our fleet? Our fleet is in position. So we've got 4 cruisers. We might lose this because I think they've got a lot more ships than us, do they? Doesn't show us what they have. Let's find out. Yeah! Okay, so we're walking into like static defenses of a star base and missile base. We've got a destroyer, and they've got 4 cruisers. As you can see, our cruiser design is number 22. Theirs is like 12. Saying that, our ships are probably just a bit better than theirs because I redesigned my ships multiple times. As you can see, I'm using the alternate cruiser. I just liked it more. Here comes the Alkari. At the moment we are coming on with, and showing you as it says, their arcs of fire. We've got disruptor cannons, we've got Xeon missiles, and we've also got ID tactical weapon on fight. Obviously that's because it's just not added all the tooltips and everything yet. They're fusion bombs, so that we can sort things out in their ships are handling back. Let's not go for their ships then. Yeah, as you can see, my guys are a bit... Jesus H! We'll zoom out slightly from that. Sound gets slightly loud in combat. So there we go. That is victory. Victory to the Merchant Pride. One of our ships damaged. Now, the main issue with that there I have is that it's not being turn-based, but it's still fun enough to watch and do things. I did like the whole sort of turn-based, like I will target him, I will target this, I will target that. This is a bit smoother though and all, and I can't fault them for adding it in and changing it and making it like that. We should really attack the colony as well, just to show you bombardment. So as I say, oh look, we're actually hitting Shek to Prime here. Let's do our bombardment. It does say nuclear bombs, but they are fusion bombs I have on board. It just goes either one something that is nuclear, it could be antimatter bombs, it'll still say nuclear, or biological would be your death spores or whatever. Life Eater virus, that's a 40k thing, but hey, I can't think of what's the one above death spores. Bioterminators? Might have been Bioterminator. So there we go, that's literally all I wanted to show you for the time being at any rate. We will definitely be coming back and doing more videos on this. I'll do a proper full video, like a web check on it whenever it's released, and I'll do another video, and as more than likely a series on it, because god, I enjoy the game. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all real soon.